I drove 3.5 hours to get back to Kansas City to watch that. To watch that. We are fucking cowards. Here's the intro.
Saka tries one.
On the power play, Sakic fakes it, takes it, scores! Joe Sakic, power play goal!
Welcome, everybody. So I wasn't even going to go live. I was not going to go live. I got back. I got 3 hours of sleep. And I'm like, you know what? I'm only going to just go on Del Boy's channel. Go over to Del Boy's channel, by the way. He is going to have a call-in show. And I was going to just, say my piece. We would have won 3-4-0. And then I can go on Jez's show and then take a nap after that. But that didn't happen because we have drawn to West Ham 2-2 at the London Stadium after being up and starting off like absolute world beaters 2-2. 2-2. We started off on fire, and then one mistake by Thomas Partey in the midfield. And then the bozo Gabriel shows up. He might as well be out there with a fucking clown nose. Gives away the penalty, and we just capitulate. Cowards. Cowards. And, I'm not usually like an angry guy. I just, I support this team. I drive through the night to get here. I got pulled over. For expired tags. Sorry. So don't, and the guy was nice. He let me go. This is this kind of shit that I deal with to support this club. Driving through the night after being at a wedding last night, 3 hours. And then come back to this. Sorry, Steve, I'm not done yet.
Talk your talk. Go for it, bro. Talk your talk.
I'm just going to go through the players. Thomas Partey. What was that? What was that? I am Granite Xhaka, passion merchant. Rob Holding. I want him gone now. Put Kiriort in the rest of the season. I want him gone.
Terminate the contract.
Yeah, I want him gone. The way that he conducted himself in the box today was absolutely embarrassing. Embarrassing.
He's not a man.
He's not,
Not a man. Real men stand up and take account for things when they happen. And exactly. Step up whether you get it right or wrong. He's not the
The only two people that can walk away from that game, in my opinion, with their heads held high, Tierney and Ben White. That's it.
Probably.
Tierney and Ben White.
Probably.
That's it. At least Ben White was making runs in and trying to make something happen. Tierney played fantastic. He was just fine. He did everything that he could. He left his heart out there.
And guess what Arteta did?
Subbed him off.
Reward that. That's terrible. I'll
get to Arteta here in a second. I have a list, Steve. I have a list. Okay. Martinelli, missing. Completely gone.
Good cross for the first goal, but after that, after that, nothing. Nothing.
Yep.
Could not control a ball to save his life.
Yep. Martin Odegaard scores a goal, then disappears. Does ghost. He's gone.
He's crossing it everywhere, but none of them are getting to their teammates.
Yeah.
Many horrible passes.
Yep.
He's launching them like North Korean nuclear rockets.
Steve, our entire midfield just waved the fucking white flag today.
To Declan Rice and fucking
Declan
Souček.
Rice and fucking Souček.
Thomas Souček. I like Souček, but he's been fucking rubbish the whole year for them.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Luis Paqueta. Okay. All right. Moving on. Bukayo Saka. When you want this guy to step up and show that he is the world-class player that he is, I can't necessarily blame him because he's been able to get away with playing like this the entire season, but he was holding onto the ball for way too long. He should have been subbed off way earlier than he was. And it's just too fucking ridiculous. It's too ridiculous to me. And we want this kid to sign with us for the long term. But with Arteta managing the way that he does and managing games the way he did today and the way he did at Liverpool, it's not going to happen. All right,
you guys in away games. I just want to say something. You guys in away games recently. That's why, TJ, I think we can get a point against you guys at St. James's Park.
I was talking with Chest in the freaking Instagram chat. I'm like, you know what? I just need
we got pistol whipped by Aston Villa. You are right. We got fucking literally beaten. We got beaten to a pulp by them. But at home, we're gonna rebound against Spurs on Sunday. Do you think so? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, you got Spurs are fucking shit. They're awful. Yeah.
Yesterday was a horrible blip. Yeah, that's what I'll say. But this is the problem with you guys, right? In away games, it's not looking good. It's like the biggest problem was it was almost a repeat of the Liverpool game. It was almost a repeat of it. A few things are different, but the same concept. You're up 2-0. Just kill the game off. Leicester City, Man City yesterday.
We don't have that in us, Steve. That's the fucking difference.
Killers.
We are not killers. We are fucking bottle jobs. We are cowards.
It's not even that. It's the timing of it. This part in the season, just do what you've been doing before today. Just do that. And they're not. It's like I feel frustrated for y'all. I really do.
Yeah. Hey, I know we got two inside. Thanks for joining. I know Lee is still wrapping up his stuff. Del Boy's gonna get started. Everybody in the Arsenal fan base here on YouTube are going absolutely bonkers, and I just needed to get on and have my take uninterrupted before I go on call-in shows and get cooked the entire week. Sorry, Steve.
Oh, you're good, man.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem with Arsenal fans too, because you could see this outcome was always a possibility, and then you have the toxic positive Arsenal fans, and I was one of them this week, and I will never do that again. Going out there and talking all this shit, and now we have to hear from fucking Spurs fans about how we bottle it against West Ham after they freaking lost to Bournemouth this weekend. These guys are fucking shameless. I'm not hearing it from any of them, by the way. I'm not. But I got to go on all these call-in shows, freaking Tottenham away, fucking Henry Wright, all these shows that are just going to, even though they're in turmoil, their house is literally on fire, but they're going to stand there and laugh at us. That's the most freaking frustrating thing about this, too. And you know what the worst part is? We deserve it.
Yeah.
We deserve it.
No, West Ham smelled blood in the water. Past as soon as they scored their penalty, they smelled blood in the water. Let's just be honest here.
Yeah. And everybody's just like, oh, Moyes is finished. He's done. We just ended his career. Yeah. Well, you just saw what David Moyes can do. He kept those guys calm and directed. And got a result out of it. All right, I'm going to go through some of these. We got up to 5 inside with a couple of people here, so I really appreciate it, guys. Smash the like.
Absolutely.
I've never been this fucking angry on here. I've never been on here. Yeah,
I'd be pissed too, bro.
Yeah. Okay. No excuses, Dave Riley. 2-0 up. I know. No excuses. We're cowards. We're cowards. We're cowards. Blow another 2 lead in the space of a week. Man City wouldn't do this. Well, that's why Man City are going to win the title. So, yeah, it is what it is. Would anyone think we just play? Would anyone just think we play?
West Ham did. They drew 1-1.
Yeah, West Ham. Ghent, and half of those players played. By the way, they played a strong side. They played a strong side against Ghent. That was.
I watched them play Ghent, and they were fucking crap for the majority of the game. West Ham.
Yeah.
Albeit it's away from home, fine, whatever. But it's still the fact of the matter that some of your fucking fan base with this Europa League nonsense, this FA, the whole concept of the bigger fish to fry.
Mm-hmm. No,
that's disgusting. That's gross.
Well, yeah, bigger fish to fry. Well,
and then you're not even gonna, and you're not even, yeah.
Yeah, and talk to Man United, who I think are our biggest rivals. Talk to Man United, and they're going to win 2 trophies. They might be shit, but they are still in two competitions where they can win trophies. And I know they have injuries, but at least they're still in them, and they have the League Cup. They will technically have, and they will get top 4. They will technically have a better season than us.
See, I actually think Aston Villa get top 4. But that's a conversation we could have later.
Yeah,
you are right. You are correct.
Good evening.
Though. Good evening. Correct, though. If they get the FA Cup, and not only that, if Man City win Premier League and Champions League, they could stop their city rivals from completing a treble, which obviously they've only done. So
I put the link in the chat if anybody wants to come on. I'm probably gonna go another 20 minutes just for fun. Just because I need to get it off my chest. And I have my fellow Yank over here, Steve. Thank you for coming in to my therapy session, my online therapy session. Of
course, man. Anytime.
Yeah. So who do you think was our worst player today? Because you watched that entire thing, and I was fuming the entire time. I had to mute the chat. I had to mute the Instagram chat. I was getting so pissed. I had to mute it. Big up, Robbie.
I think your poorest performer today was probably Partey, because you expect something much more of them. And the thing is that again, you guys have a fucking 2-0 lead. Where are the leaders on that pitch saying, no. We're getting that third fucking goal.
Odegaard is supposed to be the captain. Odegaard
can't hit.
He doesn't talk. He doesn't talk. He doesn't instruct anybody. You don't see him doing anything. When you watch the huddle, he's never given the team talk. It's always freaking Jesus or Xhaka.
Or Zinchenko.
Yeah. Who, I don't think we would have done any better with or without Zinchenko. Big up, Robbie. Saw the last 10 minutes at work. You Arsenal man. Wow. I know. Fuming. Long-haired Yeti. You started hoofing it, and that ain't the Arsenal way.
Yep, that's the other problem.
Ugh.
I don't know.
The Arsenal way is bottling league leads. That's the Arsenal way. Absolute cowards. I'm going to say it real quick. Cowards. We support, and I know. Look, I realize that I'm a fairly new fan compared to the rest of our friends, Steve. But
right.
It's one of those things where I've been watching sports all my life. I know the mentality that it takes to win and win titles, and these guys do not have it. The leadership is not there.
And you know what, TJ? The other thing is, right? Remember when I said in the chat, I think this will be 2-2. That's a big problem.
You did.
That's a big problem, because if I can smell it and then it happens, that's not very good. And I don't know. And TJ, you said you think we'll get the winner and all that, but deep down inside, did you actually think that?
I put it out into the universe, Steve. I had to.
Right, you were trying to speak it into existence. No, and that's not to take a pot shot at you. I'm just saying.
No, it's fine.
I'm just saying, like, I could smell it from a mile away. It just, you guys did not look like you weren't going to concede another. I almost knew that it was going to happen.
Well, you know, it's
I don't know. I don't know.
The run of play is just was just going in the wrong direction. And I'm like, you know what? The universe, and this is what I get for believing in something like a higher power or whatever. I was just like, you know what? The universe owes us one. Give me one. Long-haired Yeti says it's not over yet, guys. Yes, it is. It is over. It is over. It's over. Sorry to say it, Yeti. It is over. Mr. Tom, I love it when Big Six bottle ends against my relegation rivals. Yeah, well, you know, you're a Leeds fan, so you got to get your pleasures where you can.
Yeah. Nah, bro. The thing is yes, it's not over, but you know what? Now, how confident is anyone, even a neutral, putting a bet on a game? How the fuck are you gonna put money on Arsenal to beat Man City away?
You put a $5 on it as a joke, and then you just leave. You put the minimal amount.
I think maybe you guys will win out your home games, but the away games,
yeah, Brighton.
Oh yeah, you have Brighton. You're hosting Brighton. Oh, shit.
Yeah, we have Brighton.
Yeah, that's probably a draw.
And I never, ever count out Chelsea. I don't care if they're garbage. I never count out Chelsea. They will always be up against us.
It's
always.
True. You better hope to God they still have Lampard and not some other interim that gets them playing.
They will. Yeti, would you have faith if you were us after what you just watched?
Long-haired Yeti, have faith in you guys beating Man United today. I actually think you will beat Man United.
No, go out there and get a result against Man United.
I think so.
I was being sarcastic. It's highly annoying. I know, Mr. Tom. I'm just angry. I know. You know you're my guy, Mr. Tom. I can't wait for your show on Monday and see how level-headed our guy Gary approaches this, because he's not a snap show like I am. Big up Jaminho. If you're putting money on us beating at the head, you might as well put it in.
That's an Ole Gunnar Solskjaer back four. Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, and Dalot. Dalot at left back. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, just light us on fire. Just
Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest are getting a point minimum out of that.
It's at Forest too, right?
Yeah, and you guys have to go to the City Ground, Nottingham Forest. So
it's not. They're
actually decent at home. They're decent at home. I think they've only lost 2 home games the whole year. So
yeah, it's not an easy way for them. Jaminho, I know you're being a sarcastic prick right now. I know you are. You absolute wind up. You're being a wind up right now. I know what you're doing.
Oh yes, to cope through comedy.
Yeah, and this is why I will never be on any big channels. This is why they'll never let me on, because I will not ever be that unbelievably optimistic person and be like, we still have a chance. With that run out that you saw today, you think we still have a chance?
Yeah.
You really think we still have a chance? That is hilarious. Tom, no, we have not mathematically secured 4th. We need Brighton to drop points, or we need to get a point, and then we're mathematically secured. And the only reason I know that is because I was listening to Premier League mornings this morning. So it's not like I actually did research on that. Yeah, I'm just being sarcastic. I know. You know I love you, Jaminho, you prick. You're going to get top 4 in the... Oh, my God. Aim to be the light bulb, guys. Oh, my God.
No. Newcastle United getting top 4 is a spectacular achievement, considering we were going to be relegated with Steve Bruce last year. Not fucking Arsenal. Come on. I'm sorry. How the fuck can I take anyone seriously in this fucking league when all these goals are so tiny? They're so fucking tiny and minimal and average and fucking. It's like I thought y'all were big time. This is some small time
Europa League in top 4. That was the goal. I posted the link in the chat if anybody wants to come on. We're cooking now. We got 11 inside. Smash the like if you're here. I'm being shameless today. I don't care. I'm being shameless today. If we have to go through this pain as Arsenal fans and as Arsenal creators on this platform, I'm going to be shameless. I don't care. Smash the like and sub to me immediately expeditiously, if you will. Yeah, so who gets top 4 then, Steve? Who gets top 4?
Aston Villa 4th, Newcastle
You
3rd, Man City 2nd, and sorry,
you
Arsenal
think United
2nd,
are going to drop out? You think United are going to drop out?
Absolutely, I do. Absolutely, I do. Do you trust an Ole Gunnar Solskjaer back 4?
No.
They don't have Rashford.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, I want you to guess right now before we look at a Premier League table. How many points are Aston Villa off of Tottenham? How many points? Just take a guess. How many points are they?
After yesterday?
Yeah, right here, right now. How many points are Aston Villa off Tottenham? Yeah.
3, I'm guessing.
So why are people talking about Spurs have a chance for top 4?
Oh, I didn't say Spurs. Spurs are done. I don't think Spurs are making Europe. They're done.
So you think Aston Villa are going to finish over them?
Yeah, 100%.
So there you go. And all they need to do,
shambles.
And all they need to do, all Aston Villa need to do is just overtake Man United, who are, I believe, 6 points behind, 6 points in front of Aston Villa.
Yeah. No, 100%.
I don't know. For me, Aston Villa, they're getting hot. They're getting hot at the right time, and Man United are declining at the wrong time.
Yep, 100% correct.
So that's why I'm saying Aston Villa top 4. And also, if you guys bottle the league, which it kind of looks like you are, Unai Emery should probably get Manager of the Year.
Man, can you imagine? Unai Emery took over back in January? When they were when Aston Villa were like relegation.
No, it was a bit earlier.
Was it a bit earlier than
that? November, something like that. I'll look it up.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah,
I remember the
game. Look it up for me. But he's manager of this. He's manager of the year for me, regardless, just because of the turnaround. I don't care. Like, you finished top 6 with that Aston Villa team after the start that they had and the team that they had. He is like, there's nobody really special in that Aston Villa side, other than Emmy Martinez. Go ahead, sorry.
I would say he's got a tune out of Ollie Watkins.
Well, he got a tune out of Ollie Watkins, but before he came in, Ollie Watkins.
I'm a huge fan of Boubacar Kamara.
Right.
I'm a huge fan of him. But I know what you mean. He's not like top, but he is still very, very fucking good.
I agree. Who Ferreira, hey, welcome to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. Like Arsenal, but the big mouth of your fans make this so sweet. Not this fan.
He took over November 6th, by the way.
November 6th?
When he beat Manchester United at home 3-1. There you go.
Jeez, and they have won 6 in a row.
Yeah. So let's get this straight. Arteta is just doing what Unai Emery is doing at Aston Villa, qualifying for Champions League, which Unai Emery was going to do if you kept him for this time anyways.
Yeah.
Because finishing 2nd is no different from 4th. I say the same fucking thing about Xavi at Barcelona. You can't just walk into some fucking big boy club around Europe and expect to just be amazing. Go do your thing at a smaller club. Learn the fucking ropes. Sir Alex Ferguson started at St. Mirren, then went to Aberdeen, then went to Man United when they weren't that great, and then did all that. Arsene Wenger, I believe, actually started out with Strasbourg because he was born there. Played for the club. You know, not a huge club, a medium-sized club like us, like Strasbourg. And then worked his way up and was in Japan and then got the Arsenal job. So he had jobs before our fucking Arsenal. Arteta's not cut for this club. But actually he is, because of the standards that your fucking fans, owners, and all those fucking dweebs are setting. They're trying to make you small time.
Yeah, well, you know, it's one of those things where if you're abused, it's Stockholm syndrome. Almost, I think.
Yeah,
you fall in love with your abusers, and that's exactly what these freaking top gooner pricks are doing. They pump all this positivity into an absolute shit performance. Good luck with your channel, boys. Thanks, Hoofer. Thanks for stopping by. Smash a like before you leave. Smash a sub before you leave. I'm being shameless. Who gives a shit? Yeah, and you know, while you're at it, follow Steve. Follow Strasburg Steve. He's the man. Knows more about football than he's probably forgotten more about football than I'll ever know. So there you go. That a boy, Strasburg.
I love Malibu, bro. Fucking
I
love
wish
Malibu.
I could drink. I wish I could drink right now. I gotta pick my freaking wife up from the airport soon. Oh my days. Oh my.
And the fact that it's West Ham that might have fucked up your title. Fucking West Ham.
No, it wasn't West Ham. It wasn't West Ham though, Steve. It was.
Well, no, but they played well.
It was Everton.
Well, yeah.
It was drawing against Southampton. It was
drawing against us,
losing at Everton, drawing against you guys. It was that. I'm going like there isn't just one game. You know, if we lose at Everton, or if we win at Everton, this isn't even a conversation. If we win against Southampton, it's not a conversation. That's the thing. That's the thing where I'm just like, you know what? It's death by 1,000 pin needle. You know, death by 1,000
paper cuts. Yeah,
right? Yeah.
I don't know. I like I said in the chat, bro. I'm concerned. I'm very, 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 very concerned.
Concerned, like how far does your concern go? Like, what do you mean? What define concerned? Define concerned.
That the mentality all of a sudden, as soon as you face adversity, it just goes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's like, but what the fuck? You guys have done so well this season, bar a few games. Why? What? It's the pressure. Can you guys seriously not deal with pressure? Can the manager not fucking come on, bro? But
there's
that
something
again,
missing in the players. I think there's only so much that Mikel Arteta can do. I mean, he absolutely bottled the management of that game, like something I haven't seen.
The Arteta, the substitution, the tyranny. Well, that's really bad. For Fabio Vieira. What the fuck did Fabio Vieira do, by the way? Nothing?
What do you mean? It was garbage time, Steve. He couldn't do any, even getting him on. Yeah. You expect, it takes 10 minutes for people to get into the game.
Yeah.
At the very least, right? So when you're trying to put Fabio Vieira, who sucks to begin with, into the game and expect him to do something, that's a final throw of the dice. That's a prayer. That's a wing and a prayer.
Yeah.
Prince Fuad.
Hey, Fuad.
I'm absolutely fuming, dude. Tell me something. Are you going to try to spin this into a positive thing? Are you really going to do this right now?
Bro, you know what, bro? It's like...
Go on.
If they're going to win the league now, they're going to do it the hard way.
Apparently.
That's the truth. You got to go to Man City and try
and win.
And win, yeah. That's the truth, bro. That's the only way you're gonna win the league.
Yep.
That's the reality of it. And can it happen? Who knows? Because Arsenal are typical. We're typical like that. Today I thought myself today. I think the substitutes you got them wrong. Taking off Gabriel Jesus was a bit too early, man.
That was shit. That was an awful
substitution. I think for some reason, I don't know why he doesn't. And Saka was poor today. He never dropped in. And if we do lose the league, it's going to be a failure of his own philosophy, bro. Because you can't do that. What, we missed a penalty, did we?
Yeah. Saka was gone. Saka's head was gone all game,
and that's worrying.
I don't know where he was at mentally, at all. Mario says, I wouldn't blame it completely on Arteta, though. Yes, he has one of the youngest squads in the league, but they've been amazing all season wide.
The thing is,
it's irrelevant.
There's no mentality.
It's completely irrelevant. You're at Arsenal, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
No, we're away at West Ham, and if you have a penalty, I never knew they missed a penalty. I didn't even see that part.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Saka missed a penalty. Horrible.
You know what the thing is? He
horrible
hasn't been up
mess.
to the game. He hasn't been up for the game all game. Like so, this is the thing. Like why do you let someone like Trossard take it? It was Trossard. Oh, it is what you know. What like they got it. He had a bad game. He was poor from the start from the end. Saka.
There was no. Can you, Prince? Can you tell me one? Like, can you tell me one other person other than Tierney and White that had a good game? There you go.
Yeah. It says all you need. That says all. It says it all, doesn't it?
You know what it was? You know, for some reason, the jump, the front three and the midfield were not gelling today. You know, like for the first 20 minutes, Bab, you get your 2 goals. If they're not up for it, then I'm shocked, man. Just go defensive. Don't try and get that 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, because you leave spaces open. And teams like West Ham are fighting to stay up for their lives. They're gonna find a way, isn't they? They're gonna find a way. But I'm more shocked. Like that. I think the thing is, I pop my head down, and come back, and like people saying you missed a penalty. I didn't even see it.
Right, you did.
Big up Amir. Yeah, big up Amir. I feel sorry. I'm just going to go through some of these comments, guys, because we got 24 inside right now. I know what this is. This is Anfield Rod's fan group coming in to watch me absolutely fume. I know that's why there are 24 people in there. Big up yourselves. Smash the likes. This is awesome.
Yes, sir.
Big up yourselves. Prince singing. Man, I'm getting absolutely cooked today. Got to cheer on Man United scum. Arsenal second. Yeah, thank you. Are you Arteta out yet, Prince?
What for? Well, listen.
Yeah, why? What's the point?
I'm not gonna. I'll make my judgment this season because at the end of the day, you know, we drew West Ham. But see, these are the types of teams. These are the types of teams you do not want to play at the end of the season. Now, I know everyone's going to say, "Oh, Man City going to turn over 5-0." That's not happening. Man City yesterday, don't get me wrong, they played well. But in the second half, Leicester, if they would have took their chances, it would have been 3-3.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
What's that?
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not.
I know what you're saying, but that's.
Yeah, but if you're.
That's why Leicester are where they are. Yeah, they don't take their chances.
I look at it like this: if Arsenal got to go there to win, end of. And if Arsenal wins, it changes the whole dynamic of the Premier League. That one game there. Even if we say, for instance, we slip against Southampton, we go there and win, momentum's with us. Even if we draw there, momentum's with us. So that's the game. It's like, if we beat Southampton on Friday night, and then we beat and we get something out of Man City, then it's on. Title's on, because the way Arsenal fans are going, all right, don't get me wrong, Man City, no, they are more experienced, they know fight. But the reason why we're top, and we're like 3 points clear of them, because they haven't been up to their potential like they normally do. Now, if it was the Man City of last season, they'd be top by now, and they would have run away with the league by now.
Right. No, I agree.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna, like, you can't, like, a lot of Arsenal fans are asking for this. All right, so what happens if I'll say, okay, if we win lose the league, then I understand your frustration. I can understand Arsenal fans vexed because we should have won the title. But then, if we win the league, and people are asking for this head now, we win the league, I'm gonna look like a moron if he wins the league.
So it's a big if.
Who cares?
I don't care. Like all I'm doing right now is talking.
You could be vexed about the deal. Today, listen, the manager got it wrong. Today, I thought myself he got it wrong again with the substitutions. I thought, this is my opinion, I thought he was too afraid to drop Saka and Martinelli. That's my opinion.
Agreed.
You know, that's 100%. My opinion. That's what I thought happened today, because I was thinking, wait there, they've been poor from the let go, and you still never took him. And then when he took the penalty, I thought, and he missed it. I didn't even know he missed it. It goes to show the mentality of the manager. Let someone else take it. Let Trossard take it.
I think Jesus should have taken it.
Oh, Jesus on the pitch with it. When was it up? I missed the penalty part.
It happened like right at the beginning of the second half. It was like the 48th minute or something like that.
What? Jesus is our penalty is a striker. See, things like that, he's overthinking and he's overdoing it, and that's going to be his own downfall. I ain't going to blame the players at the end of the season. I'll blame the manager, because when you got a player there who ain't performing, and you got a striker who just scored, what do? You give it to the striker to put the ball in the net. any experienced manager do that. If Newcastle won a penalty and Isak scored, Isak's taking that penalty.
Yeah. No.
If Winks, what's his name for Aston Villa, their striker,
Watkins. Ollie Watkins.
Yeah, if Watkins it scores and there's a penalty, he's taking it. That's a basic thing in football. Yeah. Your striker should be taking the penalties.
Who was the last Arsenal player to score on a PK before this bottle? Before Saka skied it? Gabriel Jesus.
Jesus, yeah.
I don't understand. I asked my own. I asked my own question. No,
just keep it simple. That's all Arteta has to do. But he's just doing too much.
I think Arsenal is just such a vibes team sometimes that you like some guy Saka steps up and he's like, you know what, coach, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna be good. I'm fine. Let's do it.
Right.
You could see that he wasn't. He was having a stinker the entire game. He was holding onto the ball way too long, wasn't releasing it, was getting absolutely swallowed up by the time he hit the final third. I mean, he just was not on it today. And you know what? Bukayo Saka, he's our best player, but he is going to have bad games.
I agree with
you. It is what it is. You're not going to beat – Michael Jordan had bad games. Wayne Gretzky had bad games. Everybody has bad games. I don't care who you are.
That's why you have a Scottie Pippen. That's why you have a Dennis Rodman. That's why you have a Bill Cartwright. Those kind of guys.
Yep, exactly.
In the background, you're fucking, what's it called? Your supporting cast.
Real quick. I want to shout out everybody. We've got up to 30 viewers at one time on this. This is easily the best stream I've ever done. Thanks everybody. Of course it has to be a freaking rant about how we're a bunch of bottle job cowards. Matt D'Souza says everybody wanting Tierney, but this is why you need Zini, and the midfield was overrun, and we like that extra body. Matthew, I could not disagree with you more. We had more than enough midfield to win against West Ham. Anybody with a brain could if everybody put in a shift that they should have put in today. We didn't need Zinchenko. We didn't need him.
But
and also so that
argument is absolutely bullshit.
You bottled the 2-0.
I think Steve would agree with me. As a neutral fan, Steve would agree with me. Even though you like Skiratini, but a lot of neutral fans was understanding why we play Zinchenko. Because Zinchenko, if we're 2-0 up,
in certain games,
but today was
not one of them. This is not one of them. No,
we did not need Zinchenko.
No, you should only be playing Zinchenko in home games against non-top 6 teams.
Every time, though, you know what?
And Villa, Newcastle, and a few others. There are 10 teams in this league.
Last week, all right? Last week, we slipped up against Liverpool, okay? And we obviously Zinchenko made that mistake.
Zinchenko, by the way.
Yeah. But let me tell you something. Do you want to know a fact? Every time we played this, we stopped up. And with Zinchenko in the team, we've always bounced back. So today, a lot of Arsenal fans who criticize Zinchenko and put out there now that we missed him today. Because when
he was injured, though.
I know.
He's injured. It is what
but we do miss him. What he does in the midfield, he just creates that extra space for midfielders.
But also, at that same point, Fawad, that means that the defense has to do more work. And when you have Rob fucking holding...
but he's worked so far, though, Steve.
You can't...
We're top because of it.
Yeah, that's great. But it's collapsing for you at the wrong moment because teams are figuring it out. That's what I would say. If you think something else, fair. But that's just how I see it as a neutral, bro.
Yeah, that's fair enough. No, but we never played no inverted left back today. Do you get me? So we tried something else, but it didn't work. Don't know what he was.
Why was Tierney your best player? Or do you agree with that? That Tierney was your best player.
We were under pressure that entire second half, and Tierney was the reason we didn't freaking lose the game.
No.
Because he stepped up one-on-one with Antonio.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but I don't think to be honest with you, I don't think the defense did much wrong, bro. It was the midfield. They kept losing the ball. They couldn't gel.
Holding was shit. He was and Gabriel, that tackle in the box.
We depend. Arsenal all season. We have depended on our midfield, not our defense. Yeah. Our midfield holds the ball. They break players down. They pressure. There was nothing of that today. And do you know if you're gonna go 2-0 up, all right? Go back. I don't get do you know last season, you go back to last season when we went to Burnley and we won 1-0, we lost their first 3 games in a row. Then we to play that kind of football. Sometimes you need to do it now. Play that kind of football now, because when you're 2-0 up, go back to that defensive thing. If Ben White needs to go centre half and double up in centre half and bring on another right back, just go defensive, because
we don't have another right back. We don't have another right back.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, I forgot Tommy Nass was injured, didn't he? Do something, but just go defensive then. Just go defensive. Just go defensive, because bro, the football. Don't get me wrong. I thought it was game over. 2-0. I'm there.
I did too. I did too. But you know what, Fawad? As soon as they scored as soon as West Ham got that first goal, I said it in the group chat. That's 2-2. Sorry.
As soon as Darren started losing the plot, he started losing his head. I'm like, oh man, if Darren sees it coming, it's probably coming.
Yeah.
But Darren's bad luck, but the man's a jinx.
No.
I hope Darren watches this. I hope Darren watches this.
You know what? It's like you know, like in our group, it's banter and that. But like, I expected off Steve, so I give it back to him because it's only banter. I expected off Steve. I expected off any new fan. You know my phone. The Liverpool fans are coming at me. The United fans are coming. Then you got Darren there.
That's what I.
Why are Man United fans going after you? Those guys are fucking retards. They should want you to win the fucking league.
Steve. Look. It's like I said at the top of the show, or at the top of the whatever you want to call this.
Right.
Everybody is going to come for us now.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah, and Man United fans shouldn't, because they're fucking stupid. They literally could, if let's say Man City win the fucking treble, not only do they do that, which equals Man United's fucking the best thing they ever fucking done, the only thing that they fucking have to cling on to nowadays. Not only can Man City equalize that treble feat, they could also do 3 in a row, which Man United have only done in the Premier League era too. So Man United fans giving you stick are fucking retards.
Yeah, and I'm talking. Yeah, well, you know, and my best man at my 2 best friends are both Man United fans, and they're asking me to put the electrical appliances away and keep it away from the bathtub. Okay, I'm already getting shit. And I don't want to hear, like, this is why I can't stand some of our fan base. This is why I can't stand them. Is because
they make you look fucking dumb.
And then they make me and Prince, people who are actually on this platform, eat shit because they talk shit. No. And I'm just like, I never said any of that.
They give you a bad rep, essentially.
Yep, exactly.
You know what is with the fan base though? It's like, you know, like, don't get me wrong. I look at it, I was livid when I halftime come on, I was livid. But you know, now I look at it and think, you know what? The only thing that keeps me going, you got to win it the hard way. And another thing with our fan base is some of them.
Why does it always have to be the hard way, though?
Yeah,
Prince?
it's always going to be the hard way. It's simple now, because do you know, like top 4, okay? Even though Newcastle lost yesterday, I believe they'll still get top 4 or maybe finish 3rd. Because of that one game, you won't see Steve saying, "Oh, we're not going to get top 4. It's all over," because Aston Villa are under their skin.
That was a bad day at the office for us, and Villa were fucking tremendous.
For some reason, us guys are just having too many bad days in the office. Ain't what are you tuning up? I'm there, bruh. I'm chilling. I got my feet up. I even said to what a good Sunday. I'm going to put the songs of praise on. No, I'm not. I got everyone texting me, and I got some set-up Man United. Man, yo, check this out. This is how bad it is. I got a set-up Manchester United fan sending me a photograph with him in a Man City top on. He supports Manchester United. That's how bad this got. That's how much people hate Arsenal. They're the fans I know. They hate Arsenal.
Idiot.
All right. Hold on. We have the legend, the Southern Gooner, the one and only. We got 3 Americans in the cut right now, absolutely fuming. Well, Steve doesn't care, but we got 2 absolutely fuming. Matt, take it away. Just take it away.
What's up, brother? I got a few minutes here before I have to hop on with Lee, but
all right, hit me. Thanks for joining, by the way.
Yeah, no problem, man. What the hell was that today? What was that? What was that we were watching today?
No.
This is we have dropped points from winning positions 2 weeks in a row. If that is not a cause for concern,
nothing is.
I don't know. I don't know what you smoking, but it must be damn good, and I need some of it.
Yeah.
Because we should have won both of these games. I'll say it like I told Curtis Shaw. I'll say it like I'm going to tell Lee. I'm going to tell you all the same thing. I'm not changing my stance. The transfer window, Arteta inexperience, lack of leadership, all equal a recipe for disaster. And all three were on display today for the world to see.
So
we have completely dropped the ball. We have completely dropped the ball. I said it last week. If we have any intention of winning a title, we would need to win the games that we had in front of us, and we would have to drive through the Etihad. Now, based off of the performances that we've seen the last few weeks here, does anyone think that we're going to go through this next run of games without dropping points?
No.
No.
At some point, fans have to start being realistic.
Yep.
We have to be realistic. We have squandered an opportunity to win a title. Last week was the start. I honestly believe had we won the game last week, we probably would have blown this team away today when we even thought about it. But what happened today, we come out, we did the same thing, go up 2-0, and if for some odd reason they just feel like, oh, well, shit, man, it's 2-0, man, we can just chill out and have a good time.
It's like you won the league already.
Yeah, it's like
I kind of get that vibe too, if I'm honest.
Yeah, it's like, it's the last day of the season. You know, we're gonna do the walk around. You know, they making preparations for a guard of honor. You know, and then here we go
to sub on El Neni so everyone can clap him.
Well, this is the thing. This is the thing is that the substitutions today. There's several things that really just irked me about this game today. I was looking at Arteta, and y'all saw this in the chat, in our group chat. I was looking at Arteta, and I was watching him as the game was unfolding in front of him. And you could just look at him standing still. And it was almost as if he didn't know what to do. I don't know what to do, where to go. I don't know what to do.
He's learning on the job.
I've said it, but Steve, I've been saying it since Jump Street that you're gonna have to people are gonna have to get used to dealing with. Excuse me, y'all, my camera had it up. We're gonna have to get used to Arteta and his inexperience, and you just hope it doesn't show up at the wrong time. Well, guess what? It's just walk right through the door. And so now you gotta hope that next week for the next couple of weeks he finds something. He's gonna have to find something that's gonna have to work. He's going to have to find something that's going to have to work. First thing he needs to do is sit soccer down for 2 weeks. He needs to sit down off the strength of one. He's not had an adequate amount of rest at all. Mm-hmm. We're talking a year plus of straight playing.
A year? I'm talking 3. When has that guy had a?
He needs to sit down.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Number 2, he's going to have to look within himself and see what his biggest flaws are. If that means he needs to pick up the phone and call somebody for some advice, he needs to be doing it.
Yep.
3, he needs to when we score goals and when we go up on teams, he should be screaming to high heaven, finish the team off. There's no reason, y'all. No reason we shouldn't have been up 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No reason. There's no freaking reason we shouldn't have.
We did it. We beat them 5-1.
We beat ourselves today. I'll say it again. Lack of leadership. Mm-hmm. Lack of leadership. When the game got hot, I was looking for players to see who is standing up out there. People laughing. We got goalkeepers out there laughing.
Right.
Smiling. Rob Holding.
Oh, no.
Almost blew it. I mean, flat out, we almost gave away the 3rd goal. Saka. I just for the life of me, man, that over dribbling today. He just over dribbling. Everything gets the ball just one.
Did not let the ball go at all.
Yeah. Just it's Trossard standing right there next to him. Just slide it over to him and give him a shot. At least give him an opportunity to score. We look 20 minutes. We look out of this world.
Matt,
for 70, we look like trash.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you think Saka feels the pressure to?
I think all of them feel the
guy?
pressure. TJ, I think all of them right now. Now it's just I'm not going to. All of them are feeling pressure.
Yep. Manager included.
Yeah. The pressure that we faced last year to get in the top 4 is multiplied times 100. They knew based off of that game yesterday, we've got to come up and we got to win. They knew that. They knew we needed to win the game yesterday. They went to bed last night. This is why I like when City play in front of us, because you know what you need to do.
Yeah, the Premier League, that don't help a lot. But you know, like against Southampton now, I thought we'll go to that game less pressure because City haven't played, and going to Manchester City winning that game, then that's the title decider for me.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you know what? It's like I was just saying before you jumped on my Salvin brother. I was saying to him,
brother.
Mikel Arteta is like, he, like you said, lack of experience just kicked in again. Like, if you knew Jesus took your penalty last week, is your penalty taker, and he scored your last penalty, why ain't he taking your penalty? Why is your number one striker not taking your penalty?
Thank you.
Because you said to him, Isak scores, he's taking the penalty. Wilson scores, he's taking the penalty. Rashford scores, he's taking the penalty.
Ollie Watkins.
Who's in form? Who's in form?
Holland.
Who's in form? Saka was out of form. He was out of form last week.
Jesus was having a pretty good game. For the most
he was
part.
our best player.
Jesus has been our best player for the last 3 games.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and he takes him off. But Man City.
Yeah, I thought he said Tierney was.
Tierney was our best player today.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Tierney doesn't see the pitch. Go ahead, Prince.
Yeah.
I was just saying before he jumped on. I was saying I'm not blaming the defense, not the keeper. I'm blaming the midfield and the attack.
You're exactly right.
Yeah, I agree.
You can't blame the defense. The defense, what to do? Defense was shocked. Like they had the midfield weren't holding the ball. They wasn't pressuring. They only looked. You know what? The only time we were going to get a goal was when Trossard come on.
That's yeah. He's right. He's 100% correct, man. This is why I said before. I would have started. Trossard has been on form pretty much ever since he's gotten here. He should have been starting just straight out, just based off of that.
I just dropped him like a sack, man.
He's been on form. He should have started last week. You talking about a player that scored 3 goals against Liverpool? 3 goals. That wasn't no fluke. He scored 3 goals against them. Watch this man not out there playing. See, Arteta had the inexperience once again. It just drives me crazy. This is why I said I'll be bold. I'll be one of the first people to say it. I was going to say it on Lee's, but I'll say it now. If we do not win this title, and the word on the street is that Real Madrid want to get rid of Carlos Ancelotti. If he's available, there's no questions to be asked.
Yep.
Because you at this stage in Arsenal's development. Because I want people this narrative is going to be pushed out. Give him time. This is year 4. I think this is year 4, if I'm not mistaken. Year 4 in the process.
Eddie Howe's about to get Champions League in his first season, by the way.
Not only that, but Unai Emery brought a team back from death.
I think they're going to make top 4.
Yeah, well, they brought them from death, and they're on their way back into Europe, and they have money to spend as well. People forget about it.
They're the third richest owners in the league.
Yeah, that's why I just told somebody that money that they have money to spend. So get ready for them to enter the fray. Listen, if this manager does not get this team over the line, he needs to be removed, and Edu needs to be removed. No ifs and the buts, and the team needs to be put up for sale for somebody that really wants to be successful and to take this team forward. Because we have waited too long to be in a challenging situation. I don't have 9 years to wait again. I'm telling you now, I don't have 9 years to wait. I don't have it. Prince don't have it. TJ don't have it. Steve, you dealing with Newcastle, you know.
I've been waiting since 1969 for a fucking trophy.
At the rate y'all going, y'all will get one before we will. because we can't get the job done.
Yeah,
we can't get the job done. Yeah, that's why I said it, Prince.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they'll get one before we will because we can't get the job done. We cannot get the job done.
And it's like I was trying to remember, Steve. Remember I was trying to tell you, like Eddie Howe is a good manager.
Oh yeah.
But you need that another level. And see, when Newcastle looked with Emery is levels ahead than you. Remember that he took Aston Villa from 16th to Champions League fighting in one season.
No. I think when the first game, November 6th, they played Man United at home. They were sitting like 18th or something. And he's turned them into fucking 5th place. Yeah. I think they're getting top 4, by the way. I do think they're getting top 4 because they're catching fire at the right time. And Man United could drop like a fucking stone.
Well, they just like their best defender just got hurt. So yeah, they're in trouble. That's why I said that they're in trouble. Yeah, Villa. He brought
two best defenders, Martinez and Varane.
Yeah. He brought
Lindelof and Maguire's starting to
and check this out, all right? Brighton still got to play Man City at home. People are writing off Brighton. Brighton is going to be a tough game for Arsenal and Man City. They got a saying.
Yes. Brighton will be a tough game for both teams. I think
Brighton got a saying in the league. I'm telling you, that team Brighton have got a saying in the league. If we beat them, they're not going. One team's going to beat them, or one team's going to lose against them.
Yeah. So basically, you're saying Brighton will take points from either Arsenal or Man City.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah, this is why I said earlier.
Like Arsenal.
That's why I said earlier, fellas. Anyone who looks at that schedule and don't think we dropping more points, you are out of your mind. Because Brighton is playing top shelf football right now. They are rolling.
Arguably the best in the league, football wise.
Newcastle rolling. They struggled yesterday, but don't think when we play them, they turn up. So I mean, don't think that's going to be a walk in the park. The bottom line here is we've had opportunities galore to seal this thing off, and we pissed them away, and we did it again. We had 2 games, 2 in a row with 6 points. We technically pissed away. We pissed away points that could pretty much put us in a decent position because now there's no pressure on Man City. Man City, oh man, please, you can just see it in the play.
Do you find what Arsenal? I'll ask you a question. Do you find what Arsenal? Do you know when they were winning comfortably when Trossard was playing, 3 assists in 1 half, battering teams? Do you think we should have just kept it how it was? Then said to Jesus, "Come on, last 20 minutes, come in."
Don't change a working with a winning team.
Yeah. Do you think we changed it a bit too early?
Prince, if you go back and look at my fan cam probably about 3 or 4 weeks ago with Lee, I said leave it exactly like it is. Because when you've got something working, you roll with it until it does not work. Once you start tinkering,
I see now. Yeah, I heard you say that. Yeah.
Once you tinker with it, then now you've got to go back and find something that works again.
Until there are issues, don't fix a problem until it's broke.
He's left. What he's done is he's left it too late. Because see, we're in single digits now, so it's basically like you panicking. You panicking for whatever can work now. And I've said this about Arteta for years. I said he's the type of manager that he'll luck up into something. Lucked up into Martinelli. Lucked up in because people forget Martinelli came on because we had an injury. He lucks up into stuff. And so once again, he's trying this crazy stuff to see what works, and it's not working. Like today, he brings on Eddie. Now, y'all know I'm not the biggest Eddie Nketiah fan. I looked at the time, Prince, and I said, what the hell is he bringing him on for? And the game is the whistle is about to blow.
It was like 89th minute, something like that, 90.
If you know you're bringing on Eddie Nketiah, he needs to be on earlier than that. It takes a player 5 to 10 minutes to get loose into the game.
Facts.
I can see that. A monkey with a red hat can see that. I mean, bro, this guy here, man. I'm telling you, we do not win this title. I will be on. If you want to get on the parade van with me, you can ride with me. But I will be rolling through the streets. Arteta needs to go.
Now, Matt
needs to go. Garlic.
He needs to win the league, man. He needs to win the league.
I saw you, Prince, on Golarzo's show. You said the process now it's over. Let's get the
I said it's over, man.
The process is over.
You can't have what's going to be within the Champions League football. Champions League for what? To make the numbers. You know, you got to see what's in front of you when you play in the Champions League. You know, that's the truth. You know, you got to see what's in front of you when you play in the Champions League football. And the fact is, Champions League, it ain't easy playing in the Champions League and competing in the league unless you've got a proper squad like Man City.
We're gonna go. Arteta's record in Europe is crap.
Don't even get me started on Arteta in Europe. We're gonna go up. We're gonna go into the Champions League and we're gonna do up Spurs, which is go in there, take it as a trophy, and then lose and drop out either in the group stage or in the first round.
Let me tell you something.
It's gonna be an absolute shit show. Go ahead, Matt.
Let me tell you something. I'm so disappointed with this season because we spent. I can go all the way back to August. Instead of us strengthening what we needed to strengthen, we lollygagged around in that transfer window.
Complacency.
Yep. Get to January, we're well in front, top of the league. Prince, you know I've been saying it. TJ, y'all know I've been saying this. We need quality players to get us over the line. Yep. Trossard was a great buy, one of the best signings we've had in a long time, very long time.
Fell into our lap.
We get this young man who washes cars in Poland for $25 million. You can't even bring him on when you need him because Saliba's out. Worst case scenario. I've been telling you worst case scenario. Instead of finding that, please somebody, there's got to be a defender in Europe somewhere that could at least come in and do a job. A solid veteran center back that can come in and get you over the line. You can't go get a loan for a quality center back. Instead, we blow out $25 million on him. In the summer, we blow out $30 million on Vieira.
Jakub Kivior would have suited us in January, not Arsenal in your position.
He would have suited Bournemouth. He would have suited
something like that, right?
Millwall.
He would have suited Huddersfield Town.
Luton Town. Yeah, those are he would have been right over there. It's been right down his alley. Not Arsenal Football Club in the middle of a title run. I'm sorry.
Against Man City when you guys are leading by that many points.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We caught it up in January, and then now we're paying for it again. It's the same thing happened last year. We blew it in January. And then now we're struggling. We should have went out there, got a strong Jorginho. You know, you can give or take him, but he's not what we needed. We needed someone. If you were going to splash the cash, go out there, get a loan, do something, and get somebody that can come in and help get the team, make the team better than what it already was.
Do you know what? You know what? I think if he would have took off Partey and kept on Jesus and kept Janini, because I think he actually done all right. He calmed the midfield down and kept throwing on Trossard a bit early. I would have made half time change. I would have said Saka, come off, Trossard, come off, Martinelli, come off, Reece Nelson, go out there to do what you got to do. And set the party. I'll give you 20 minutes and I'll bring on Jorginho. And I kept on for
I agree with that, actually.
He knows. It's like he does, like you said, he's inexperienced. Like he's making schoolboy error mistakes, like too much. Like no, and you don't realize. Mikel Arteta is going to realize you're in a title race. You know,
you don't have time to make.
But he's moseying around.
Yeah, he doesn't realize we're in single digits, and that's the way I've been referring to these last few games. We're in the single digits, people. We're not gonna be able to make up these games. You lose a game now, you're just not gonna be able to make it up. Thank God we hadn't had a loss. They feel like losses, but we hadn't had a loss.
Yeah, I agree.
If there were losses, Man City would be behind you by 2 points, right?
Yeah, keep playing around, and you'll get a loss. People forgot about
West Ham as their game in hand.
Don't forget about Southampton. I think we lost to them early in the season. Drew. Yeah, that was one of them draws.
Basically a loss. Yeah.
So this is why I said, no game for us is a walk in the park, and it should remain that way the entire season. City, they can go down there and Haaland to score eight goals on a team, but we don't have that luxury.
That's the most frustrating part about this team is that we are able to get 2 wins over Tottenham, draw a loss and a win against Man United. We're able to beat Aston Villa. We're able to beat Brighton. We're able to beat Brentford, Fulham, Chelsea, but we can't beat Southampton. We can't beat West Ham. We can't beat freaking who else did we freaking draw against? Sorry, Steve. What? Go ahead.
Was it? No, we lost to Everton.
Yeah, we lost to Everton. So I don't understand why this club, for the life of me, we can't beat relegation fodder when it matters the most. It just tells me that these guys do not have the cojones.
But Warren, okay, you know what? Like you said to me, earlier on in it, give me a bit of hope, and I'll give you a bit of hope. The only little hope we got now.
Sell me the dream, Fuad.
Are you ready for this?
Sell me the dream. Sell me a bunch to nowhere, Fuad.
The only hope we got now, all right, and this is why I'm not writing off the league and people screaming for Ateta out. I'm not writing off the league because the hope is this, all right. Arsenal for the last since December in the title race has been playing every game after Man City. And for us to be where we are now, to feel all our pressure, and they beat us, and then we played. They played Nottingham Forest. Then we had to play Villa, and we beat Villa. Then they played. Then we had to win. Then they played. But now it's gonna. This is where the pressure comes when the table always changes from now to end. It's gonna go to the wire. Arsenal will put pressure on Man City when winning games because when Arsenal beat Villa in the afternoon game, they played Nottingham Forest and they dropped 2 points. So there's somewhere down the line when we are playing first and we're gaining them points, they're going to feel the pressure. And a lot of Arsenal say, yeah, they're experienced. Yeah, they are. But they're still going to feel the pressure.
Prince.
So that's the only, from now to the end of the season, we'll be playing the games first and we'll be putting pressure on them. So I think they're going to feel it too. So it's far from over, like how people are saying. Because if Arsenal wins the league, that's a good point to Anfield. But to me, even though we drew West Ham, it's still a bad point to me because we should have beat them.
Yeah, and I think that's the frustration that most of us are feeling is that we should have won these games these past 2 weeks. There's no reason why we even drew those games. We were by and far the better team for the first part of that game. The problem here is it goes back to the map, and I was trying my best not to drag Arteta into this the last couple of weeks. I've been trying to kind of just keep, just deal with it, but it's here now. I got to say something. This is where managerial experience kicks in, bro. You're up 2-0. 2-0. He should, when the first goal went in, he should have been getting a yellow card for standing on the pitch. He should have been walking around on the pitch saying, "What the hell are y'all doing?" That should have been the light of fire in them boys, man. He has to light a fire. You go into halftime. And what are y'all talking about? What are you talking about there? Where the cameras at? What are you talking about in there? Because you come right back out and you pick right up where you left off. And, it just drives me crazy. Last week, you're waiting 45, 50 minutes into the half, and then here's substitutions. We're throwing crap at the wall and hoping it sticks.
Yep.
And whatever sticks, we'll go with it. I mean, it was all those substitutions. Excuse me, TJ. Those substitutions today were all over the place when you look at them. Just look at the people he brought on at what time and where they were played at, and I agree with Prince. And I'll go a step further. If you're not gonna make that move in midfield, just drop Trossard there and leave Jesus on. Yep. Because then he can distribute, or take Odegaard off, drop Trossard in his position. Then bring on JT.
He's not trying nothing new.
Yeah,
got the players to do it. And a lot of people be blaming the Cronkies. Like now, some people in the group, you can't really blame the Cronkies because you've got a player in Trossard who's got the ability to do it.
Right now, when it comes to the I hear people bring up the Cronkies a lot, man. And I'm gonna be straightforward with you. They have spent over $550 million in this team. $550 million. My concern is who is spending the money and where they are spending the money. When you're paying $35 million for Vieira, you don't even think enough to bring him on in critical situations. That tells me that you really don't have the faith. Y'all know this is madness. Yep. $25 million for Kiwior. Not almost spent $90 million on Mudryk. I mean, they're almost spinning.
If Chelsea didn't have Todd Bowley, you guys have Mudryk.
We have Mudryk. Could you imagine Mudryk in this situation? And Trossard going over to Liverpool or somewhere? Could y'all remember? Could y'all imagine that? Trossard going to United? That's a United type signing, by the way. That Trossard been like something.
Or Newcastle.
Fergie would have made that move years ago. Would have got Trossard. That's a typical Manchester United signing. This is why I said I'm not defending Kroenke by any stretch of the imagination. I think they should sell a team to someone who really can put some fire under the manager, because I believe crap flows from the top down. So if we would have spent the money adequately, we may not even been in the situation we was in. But see, Edu once again cannot get the job done. It's shown up today because we're going with players who we know that you kind of just like, make a substitution, and then you see the substitutions come out and you're like, oh boy, here we go. Yeah, boy. And then it unfolds. Me personally, I would have liked to see Reece Nielsen come on earlier. I mean, he came out right out the gate. Boom. Okay.
We all knew that Saka needed to get subbed off.
Yeah.
Real bad.
And it's like he hopes that these players can vindicate him and get him over the line. But sometimes you gotta let your ego go and say, you know what? I'm sorry. Soccer, it ain't working, brother. We got to sit you down, my man. You have to be a strong manager and do that.
Yeah, I agree with you. You got to get that hunger back, man. Mm-hmm. If you can have a bad game and it's a continuation of a bad game, there's going to be a continuation of a failed philosophy, because you gotta sit the player down and say, Trossard, go out there and prove why you're number one, and then he's gonna get agitated. He's gonna get vexed, and then he's gonna come on like a heaver and want to play the ball, but. Even if he gets dropped now, I agree with what you said at the start. He needs to get dropped for like Southampton game and then put him back in for the Man City game. Or take the risk without him.
Yeah. I mean, a point has to be made, man. And I think what happens is a lot of times, and this is just managerial speak, period. I just think that some managers, they have a blind loyalty to a player and they can never see a fault. Look, I coach travel football here in the States. Well, I used to. I stopped coaching now. But I had this one player that I used to just believe in regardless. And my assistant came over to me. He said, Coach, this gentleman here cannot get the job done. And I heard it when he said it. I was like, you know what? You're right. Make the change. Things change. Sometimes you just have to make those changes. And it doesn't mean that you're a bad manager. It just means that actually it means you're a good manager, because that's what you see issues that you can turn around and fix. And that's what we need with soccer, because soccer right now, soccer. I mean, that penalty kick, man.
That was awful. We lost because of that.
Minerals in the cup, by the way. Minerals.
What's up, Minerals? How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man.
Minerals. We're probably gonna wrap up here in the next 10 minutes. So,
but I wanted to chip in, big up Matt, Steve, big up my brother Fuad, Ramadan Mubarak, and. And as I said, we were not good enough, man. For me, I know it's a basic way to look at things. I know we shouldn't be nitpicking. In my opinion, we drew because of that penalty miss, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because he misses it, and a few minutes they score. That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's awful. I mean, me too as well. I'm not a massive fan of Arteta, but we still blame him. You don't care about that penalty miss. For you, it's about getting over the line, no excuses. You don't care about the penalty miss, right? For Matt, I'm just saying for Matt.
No, everyone's upset about the penalty.
Yeah. The penalty miss. When he made that mistake, that happened so early in the half, Mineral, that okay, all right, we missed the penalty. All right, well, let's go again. And it seemed like after that happened,
we choked.
Like everything just went sideways. It was like, oh, West Ham. It was almost a snapshot of what happened last week. West Ham, you could feel the fear of the fans in the crowd. Like, oh man, here we go, 3-1. We can hang it up. Goodbye. As soon as he missed, it was like new life. 15 minutes later, what happened?
Boom. We get done over. No, it was like 5 minutes actually.
Yeah, 5 minutes later. Yeah, 5 minutes later. Which, by the way, I want to bring up something. That gentleman, he stamped on Jesus's Achilles.
Carroll, Tilo Carroll.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. He did it on purpose, and they never reviewed it because that should have been a card. That should have been a possible red. Because I was looking at that and I said he did that on purpose. But it was a couple of that refereeing fiascos today that was a little outrageous. That handball. I'm not going to blame the ref, but there was a couple of issues that need to be looked at.
But again, it's the same movie, isn't it, Matt? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Have you seen? Is this the same movie all over and over again? Like there's a theme that's gone on the past few years, and we're not killing teams off, in my opinion.
That's what I'm saying, Minerals, is that we don't have the mentality. There's no leadership in this team that'll say, you know what, boys, we need to lock this shit down. And I don't care whether you're stinking it out, whether you're just parking the bus and actually doing it with people that can do it. I don't care, but lock the game down and kill it off. We do not have killers in this team, Minerals. That's what I'm saying.
That's
don't have
thing.
Killers.
We
don't have them.
Do you know what I'll say to Warren and brother Miller and my brother from South? I'll be honest with you. Do you know, like, I know it's gonna sound a bit stupid and silly, but I'd rather drop the points. Say if we're going to go for a little blimp towards the end of the season, now's the right time to start gaining them again.
If it plays out that way, I agree. If it plays out that way, I'm fine with it. But
Man City alerting.
Yeah, do you know, like now, when say for instance, say now like we won these next 2 games and then we play Man City, then we lose to Man City, but everyone say, oh, we still got them points on the board. But then points, you can't really rely on our performances. But these 2 games, now they know they're going to go and do it the hard way. They know, the players know. And Mikel Arteta kind of will think now, he knows, I got to get this right.
Yep.
Yeah.
In these next 2 games. So that's why I'm not going to make a judgment after 2 games. If they say, we beat Southampton, then we go on to beat Man City, I'll look back and say, because they learned off them 2 points, 4 points they dropped, 6 points they dropped in them 2 games, they realized, well, sometimes that can work in your favor. Do you get me? I might be wrong, but I'm just saying, like.
No, I understand. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. That's fine, man.
My thing is this: is that I want to start next week because we did it today. We started out exactly the way I wanted to see a response from last week. Mm-hmm. One thing we can take away is we all know that we come out of the gates on fire. They need to be on the gates on fire. They need to be
Southampton.
7-1. Should be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's what it should be. They should be to hell with being cordial. They should be dropping teams. If you got a chance to put 10 on the board, you put 10 on the board. And you need to go all the way through. When you play City, don't go in that timid, looking around. If you go down swinging. That need to be the mentality they have. If we lose 5-4, 3-2, 1-0, 2-1, 2, whatever it is, you need to go in there and
you need to go down swinging, man.
Yeah, fight. That's what we want
to fight. We need to fight, man. And my problem is that I'm saying is we probably need a striker like Erling Haaland-esque. I tell you why? Because I'm seeing a pattern of where we miss sitter after sitter and teams get back in the game. Right? Do you agree, Matt?
Yeah, because we had last week. We had. I said this last week, TJ. I said this on there with you and Jazz. I said we had 4 opportunities, flat out opportunities, to seal that game last week, and we blew it. We've been missing opportunities. We've missed opportunities to put games away. We did it today.
Again. We should have scored 5. Scored 5.
Minimum 5.
Especially in the first 30 minutes as well.
Yeah,
that's even, and it's the hope that kills you with Arsenal. Like,
I'm feeling my life getting shorter by the minute, Minerals.
Exactly, man. Like, TJ, this sounds stupid, but like, if Arsenal didn't give you this much hope, there wouldn't be much meltdown. But again, like, they give you hope.
You should have watched the beginning of the stream. I had a pretty good meltdown.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
exactly.
Yeah, my bad.
Because of Arsenal give you, you're entitled, bro. Because you need to call things out. Again, you're spot on, Waza. Like you need to call this out and stuff like that. And it's an ongoing pattern, man.
Well,
And
it's
if
like,
Arsenal,
go ahead, Minerals, and then I'll make a point. Sorry, go ahead.
I was saying it's like, oh my god, it's like when like
we're gone. Our heads are gone, my man.
They give you hope. Arsenal give you hope and take it away, right? That's why after every little loss we have like meltdown, and you start to think, here we go again. The movie keeps coming, man. Like
it's a rerun.
This movie is like Home Alone, man, with Arsenal. It's like watching Home Alone again, man, with Arsenal, man.
Yeah. Well, and it's the people. Here's the thing that frustrates me the most is that you cannot question people's people like Fuad, people like Matt. You can't, and people like you, Minerals. You cannot question our fandom and say, you're overreacting. You're this is a visceral reaction. You're just having a meltdown because they've lost 2 games in a row. You're a fake fan. You're a plastic fan, like my buddy Peter Haywood is here in the comments. And I'm not going to put. And here's the thing: is I'm not gonna spotlight him because I don't give a shit what this idiot has to say. But my point is that when I said at the beginning of the stream, I was down in Branson last night, Matt, of all places. I was down in Branson singing at a wedding. Didn't leave until midnight.
Yeah, I saw.
Came home. Yeah. And then I get to come back here, watch these guys bottle it, and then get my fucking fandom questioned.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm done. I'm done with it. I am going to cook.
You're going to mud, bro. Land the minerals.
I'm going to absolutely mud like Minerals in any stream I go on this week. Of anybody trying to call me out about being a fake fan or a plastic fan. We call it the way it is, and that's the way it is.
I do as well.
I do not do this bullshit. I don't.
Exactly, mate.
Period. And if we don't call it out, nobody else will.
Exactly.
The standards will continue to go down.
Same movie, man. It will be the same movie, bro.
The fan base got to realize everyone's got a different opinion as a fan anyway. So people might not like me. I support Arteta, and everyone knows that. But when he gets it wrong, you got to come out and say he got it wrong. He got it wrong.
Exactly. You got to call it out.
You can't. He's not critical. You can't. He's like when I go on other platforms, see lads. When I go on some platforms, see TJ and brothers. I find like if I criticize Arteta, they're like, "Oh, you want him out?" No. If you criticize him, it doesn't mean you want him out. It just goes to show he's doing his job wrong.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'll make my judgment at the end of the season. Like I said, I'll judge him at the end of the season. If he wins the title, then I'll think, okay, fair dues. I've supported him. He's asked what I asked for, and that's why I backed him. But if he don't win the league, then, like I said, the process is over. Then I'll make a judgment. I'll think, I'll go back to these games and think, Jesus should have took the penalty instead of Saka thing. But from now to the end of the season, regardless what, look, we're all entitled to be upset. I'm vexed, you're vexed, and all that. But regardless is, the fact of the matter is, we still got a running to go. We still got a few games left to be played. Yeah. So, and anything can happen from now to then.
I mean,
and a lot of Arsenal fans are looking at it. I'm not saying you three in general. I'm just saying a lot of Arsenal fans in general looking at it. Man City won't lose from now up to there. Listen, when Real Madrid Man City plays Real Madrid. Man City ain't going away to Brighton with a full team because they know they know last season they played a full team, went against Real Madrid. Real Madrid, Ancelotti said, relax. We'll beat them. And they can see the frailty and they're getting tired. And what did Ancelotti do in the last 5 minutes? He said, go on and score you 2 goals for me because they're done out here. So Guardiola ain't stupid enough. He's looking at it like, I won the Champions League, Real Madrid. He knows it. That's why he said, if we drop any points, the title's over.
Yeah,
that would be perfect.
Our manager has to look within And he needs to, without, like I said earlier, he needs to call. If he needs to call Arsene Wenger, if he needs to call Sir Alex Ferguson, anybody he needs to get some experience on. Hey, how should I handle this? What should what do you see?
Yeah,
he needs some self-reflection to get over the line here, because this is going to come down to him at this stage. Now it's all about chess, not checkers, to quote Denzel Washington.
Chess, mate.
Yeah,
I mean
chess, not checkers. And so now he has to go move his piece onto the table, and now he has to do the job with Southampton, and then the mind games start, because when it's time to play City, it's put up and shut up. And quite frankly, I'll say this. I don't see, because we've done it all year, I don't see why we can't beat City. It's a matter of, will we beat City? That's the thing that needs to be asked.
To be fair, Matt, I think it's the psychological edge they have against us, because in the last few games against City, like, we miss chance after chance against them and they punish us. Do you think that's the case, or?
I think what it is this is why I'm on about this again, is that an experienced manager has his look at Unai Emery. We'll go back to him. Unai Emery has that team playing as if they are in second or third place in the title. I mean, in the table.
Yep.
They came from depth, from the bottom, from the graveyard. They were in the graveyard. They were
in the woods.
In the woods, in the wilderness. They were staring down the front of Burnley coming up from the championship, and now they are playing top shelf, ripping teams apart. That is what an experienced manager does. That's what happens when you get we didn't allow him enough time, and you see what happened. How is it that the manager can be a big man with players like Aubameyang and cannot be a big man with players like Saka? There was all this hype about, he set Aubameyang down. Aubameyang needs to sit down. He couldn't get the job done. But when it's time for him to go do that same stuff with Saka, we get a different ball game.
I think he dropped Saka, though. He dropped Saka against Leeds.
He dropped him for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
He needs a full-on, honest to God, he really needs a full-on, at least 2 or 3. He should have been see, this is not to go on the record, because I'm gonna get rid of school in a second.
All right.
He should have, for us buying Trossard was bought for that reason. Trossard was bought so that players like Saka can sit down. And then you've got a player that's adequate or better that can go in and do the job to get you over the line. But instead, he's relied on Saka, and now Saka is starting the tread is coming off the tires. The Camry has blown a gasket. The Kia Soul, it has no soul. And now you see that it's starting to show. I saw that look in his face. He had this look in his face today, and in our group chat, I don't know if y'all saw it. I said, Trossard on, get him off. Get him off. I could see it in his face. He looked like a bird, like a deer in the headlights. And he was clueless. And when a player 100%. Looks like that, he's mentally shot. And a player that's mentally shot is going to cost you going down the line.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, fellas. I forget.
Shut your channel out real quick. Shut your channel out real quick, Matt.
Right here at the bottom, everybody. Southern Guna, Prince, Minerals, TJ. Always good to see you all, man. Enjoy the banter, man. Hey,
man.
Absolutely.
Southampton, we better win this game.
Best.
Make it 2-1 because we ain't gonna make it easy.
I ain't gonna make it easy, man.
What was that, Prince?
You jumping on with Lee now, are you?
Yeah, I'm
with Lee. You're going to do a cam with Lee, right?
Yeah, I'll jump in the comments now.
All right, we'll holler at y'all, boys.
Later, boys.
Cheers.
Later, boys.
All right, guys. I'm gonna wrap this up, guys.
Yes, TJ. Thanks for having me on, bro.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. And then Minerals, we'll keep mudding them in across this fine platform later in the week. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Who tuned in? Smash a like, sub to Prince. Follow Minerals around. He's mudding everybody, and we will see you next time.
See.